Okay, this is my audience. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mike Grothy. Today I'm giving a speech on why you should see the movie Hachi. The movie Hachi, A Dog's Tale, was directed by Les Hallstrom from Sony Pictures Home Entertainment. It was released in March of 2010. First, I'm going to touch on the cast of the movie. Parker Wilson is played by Richard Gere. He is the man who finds Hachi. Hachi is a Japanese Akita. Joan Allen plays Kate Wilson, who's Parker's wife. Kari Horiyuki Taganawa plays Ken. He's a Japanese teacher at the college where Richard teaches. Sarah Romer plays Andy Wilson. Andy is the daughter of Parker and Kate. Jason Alexander plays Carl. He's a train station manager. Eric Avari plays Jajji. He is a vendor at the train station. And Davinia McFadden plays Marianne. Marianne owns a convenience store on the way to the train station. Now that I've touched on all the cast for the movie, I'm going to move on to explaining the movie itself. Hachi, A Dog's Tale starts out in a Japanese monastery where Hachi was raised. He is then crated up and shipped to the United States. While he is being shipped, the address tag on his crate is lost, and in the process, in a train station in Rhode Island, his crate falls off and is broken. Hachi escapes from the crate and is found by Parker Wilson, who's played by Richard Gere. He tries to take Hachi to the train station manager and to see if anyone had lost him, because he seems like a very nice and expensive dog. When the train station manager has not had any reports about Hachi being lost, Richard takes the dog home with him for the evening because the animal shelters are full. His wife is not very happy about the dog being in the house, and so Parker continues to attempt to find the dog's owner by posting tags all over the city and going back to the train station repeatedly. But after his wife witnesses him watching baseball games and eating popcorn with the dog and playing with the dog in the backyard, and nobody has come forward to claim the dog, they decide to keep the dog. As Hachi gets older, one day he escapes from the backyard when Parker leaves to go to school on the train. He gets out and he chases him to the train station. He takes him back, but realizes soon that Hachi is following him once again back to the train station. Throughout the movie, Hachi does this often, follows him to the train station in the morning and sees him off, goes back home, and then waits for him in the evening. On his way, he visits the convenience store with Marianne and Jajij and gets treats from them. Later in the movie, Parker suffers a severe stroke while teaching a class and dies in the class. Hachi is waiting for him at the train station, but he never reappears. Hachi continues to wait and wait and wait until finally Parker's family comes and gets him. Parker's daughter, who had been married during the movie, her and her husband attempt to take Hachi to their house because the mother has so many sad memories she's going to move away. But Hachi digs out of the yard and goes back to the train station. They go get him again and bring him back home, but the first chance he gets, he escapes and goes back to the train station. They decide to just let Hachi do what Hachi wants to do. So throughout the movie, for the next 9 years, Hachi lives underneath an abandoned train car and goes and waits at that train station every day for Parker to show up until Hachi dies. The true story of Hachi happened in Japan in the 1920s, where there's now a statue erected to memorialize this dog. I'm going to interview a couple people who saw the movie and see how they felt about it. Dad?
Yes, I found the movie very moving. I've been a dog person most of my life and understand how a person can be so attached to a dog and how a dog can be so attached to a person.
Thank you. Savannah?
It was a very good movie with a sad ending.
Thank you. Now I'm going to discuss how the movie affected me. what I found from the movie was interesting is the bond that the man and the dog really formed with each other, and how they, you know, just became dependent upon each other. Another feeling I got from the movie was that, you know, being that I'm a Christian, is it was much like the dog waiting for Parker to come back, for the deep love that he felt for him, was much like us waiting for Jesus to come back because of the deep love that we feel for him. And that was what I got from the movie. I would just like to recommend that everybody sees the movie. It's a very moving movie. It's G-rated. It's suitable for everybody in your family, and you will not regret watching the movie. And this is my audience again.